In 2012, Sam Abraham and his wife Sophia from Kuruvalur village, Kollam district, Kerala, lived in Melbourne, Australia. Sam worked at UAE Exchange there. They had a 7-year-old son. Sam would visit his family in Kerala every year during vacation. Exactly like this, in October 2015, the three of them, Sam, Sophia, and their son, came to their home in Kerala for vacation. At that time, Sam told his father Samuel something strange and terrifying. He said he felt that if he returned to Australia, he wouldn't survive and would return to Kerala in a coffin for the last time. Sam requested his parents to bury him beside his grandfather. These words were very frightening for Sam's father. Anyway, after the vacation ended, on October 11th, Sam prepared to return to Australia. While bidding goodbye to everyone at home, his father Samuel hugged him tightly, but he didn't know this would be their last meeting. Because 3 days after returning to Australia, Sam died, exactly as he had said. His body was brought to Kerala in a coffin. Father Samuel hugged his son's lifeless body and broke down in tears. Mother Leelama was petrified with grief. At first, everyone thought Sam's death was due to a heart attack, but when the real truth of his death came out, no one could believe it, neither in India nor in Australia. Sam was buried beside his grandfather as per his wish. After that, Sam's wife Sophia returned to Melbourne with her 7-year-old son and her sister Sonia. Meanwhile, Sam's elderly parents spent their days looking at his pictures and breaking down in tears. They were completely shattered. It felt like there was no joy left in their lives. But suddenly, almost 10 months after Sam's death, on August 12, 2016, Sam's father received a call from the Australian police. The police informed him that Sam's death was not due to a heart attack. He had been murdered. Hearing this, Sam's father Samuel was deeply shocked. He trembled in fear and was completely unprepared to accept this truth. Sam and Sophia had built a small, happy home in Melbourne's orphan area after coming from a small village in Kerala. But on the morning of October 14, 2015, such a terrifying incident occurred that Sam's family would never forget. On the night of October 13th, Sam and Sophia had dinner together and then went to sleep in the same bed. But in the morning, when Sophia woke up, she saw foam coming out of Sam's mouth. His body had turned cold and his limbs were stiff. Seeing this, Sophia got scared and immediately woke up her 7-year-old son. Then she called her sister Sonia, who worked as a nurse in Melbourne. Along with Sonia, she also asked a friend to come home quickly. Following Sonia's advice, Sophia called emergency services not at 9 a.m. but within 10 minutes. The doctor who received the call advised her to give Sam CPR. Meanwhile, Sonia and her friend reached the spot. They saw Sam's mouth full of foam and blood. His jaw had stiffened so much that his tongue was stuck between his teeth. In this condition, giving CPR was impossible. Shortly after, the emergency team arrived but declared that Sam had already died. Initially, it was believed that Sam had suffered a heart attack in his sleep. This incident was a nightmare for Sophia. Everything was fine until night, but as soon as she woke up in the morning, her whole world turned upside down. Her 7-year-old son had lost his father. Later, the police and forensic teams conducted a detailed investigation of the scene but found no signs of a struggle or forced entry. When Sam's parents in Kerala received this tragic news, they couldn't believe their son was no longer alive. Sam Abraham's entire family was shattered by grief. With the help of the Malayali community in Melbourne, Sam's body was brought to Kerala on October 16, 2015. Sophia and her son also came along. After Sam's death, Sophia was completely broken. Seeing her would bring tears to anyone's eyes. By October 24, 2015, 12 days had passed since Sam's death, but Sophia couldn't stay in Kerala for long. Her job and her son's education were in Australia, so she had to return. However, Sophia would call Sam's parents every Sunday, check on them, and console them by talking to them. After losing his son, Father Samuel tried to keep his son's memory alive through his daughter-in-law Sophia and grandson's voice. But suddenly, in July 2016, 9 months after Sam's death, one Sunday passed without Sophia's call. From morning till evening, they waited, but her call never came. Samuel thought maybe Sophia was busy with something, But when she didn't call the next Sunday either, their concern grew. Then, almost 10 months after Sam's death, on August 12, 2016, a call came from the Australian police. The police informed them that Sam's death was not due to a heart attack. He had been murdered. They also said that Sam's wife Sophia had been arrested on charges of murder. This news was an even bigger shock for Samuel. He began wondering, if Sam had died of a heart attack, how could Sophia be accused of murder? Samuel suspected that Sophia might be framed. However, the autopsy report conducted after Sam's death changed the entire course of the case. The report stated that Sam's death was not due to a heart attack but due to cyanide poisoning. As soon as this information came to light, the whole case took a new turn, and Sophia became the prime suspect for the police. The amount of cyanide in Sam's blood was so high that it could have killed 27 people at once. Additionally, Sam had also been given a narcotic drug. These two pieces of evidence made it clear that this was not a natural heart attack but a planned murder. After reviewing these details, the police first pointed fingers at Sam's wife Sophia. But the question arose, did Sophia really plan Sam's murder, or was she being framed in someone else's conspiracy? The Australian police's investigation method was quite different. Even after finding evidence of cyanide and narcotics in the post-mortem report, they didn't interrogate Sophia immediately. Instead, they kept this information hidden from her. Because often, if a criminal isn't caught or remains unsuspected, they behave normally to avoid suspicion. But once they feel the situation has cooled down, they gradually reveal their true colors. Following this strategy, the Australian police formed multiple teams to secretly monitor Sophia. One investigative team observed her every move, another checked her call recordings, and a third investigated her bank transactions. This surveillance didn't last just days or weeks, it went on for months. The police knew that no matter how clever a criminal is, they will make a mistake somewhere. In this case, almost 5 months after Sam's death, the police got a major lead that completely changed the course of the case. It turned out that Sophia had transferred Sam's car to a man's name. Then, Sophia opened a joint bank account with that man and transferred all the money from Sam's account to the new one. Meanwhile, the surveillance team noticed that Sophia had been secretly meeting someone, sometimes in a park in Melbourne, sometimes in a cafe. Initially, they tried to avoid crowds and stayed away from people, but later, they started meeting in public places too. The police recorded their phone calls. Their conversations totaled over 100 hours. When the police combined the details of Sam's car, the joint bank account, and the places Sophia met this man, they discovered that the same person was involved in all these. His name was Arun Kamalasan. Now, the question arose, how did Arun Kamalasan enter Sam and Sophia's lives? How did he get involved in their happy married life? To answer this, we must go back to some past chapters of Sam and Sophia's lives. Sam Abraham was born in 1981 in Kuruvalur village, Kollam district, Kerala. From childhood, he had a deep interest in music and charity. One day, Sam's father Samuel took him to Bethel Marthoma Church, where Sam joined the church's music group. In that music group was a girl named Sophia. Sam was a simple-natured boy, but he developed a close friendship with Sophia. As Sam grew older, he introduced Sophia to his father Samuel, saying she was his childhood friend. But for some unknown reason, after meeting Sophia, Samuel became very upset and stopped talking to Sam. Sam's mother Leolama tried to convince her husband, saying, "If our son is involved with someone, what's the problem? These things are very common nowadays." But Samuel replied, "I don't know why, but Sophia doesn't seem right for Sam." In 2003, Sam wanted to marry Sophia, but at that time, he went to Dindigul, Tamil Nadu, to complete his MBA. Their relationship remained intact, but the seed of suspicion had already been planted in Sam's parents' minds. Meanwhile, Sophia enrolled in an MSc Electronics course at Mahatma Gandhi Institute in Kottayam. There, she met Arun Kamalasan for the first time. Initially, they became friends, but as they spent more time together, their friendship slowly turned into love. That is, despite being in a relationship with Sam, Sophia started developing feelings for Arun. After some time, Sophia herself proposed to Arun, and they became very close. From this point, their physical relationship began. To impress Arun, Sophia would say negative things about Sam. She said, "You're stylish and handsome, but Sam is so simple and boring. I could never be happy with him." From then on, Arun and Sophia started planning their future life together. However, at the time, they were focused on finishing college. In 2005, after completing his master's, Arun got a job. Meanwhile, Sophia and Sam also finished their studies and came back into each other's lives. Though Sophia maintained her relationship with Sam, Arun's entry into her life complicated their future. Surprisingly, Sophia never told Sam about her relationship with Arun. In 2008, Sam proposed to Sophia and told her he had gotten a job as a Lulu exchange officer in Oman. Sophia accepted the proposal, but Sam's father Samuel didn't agree to the marriage. However, Sophia clearly told Samuel that if they didn't get married, she would end her life. Threatened by this, Samuel got scared and reluctantly accepted the relationship. He thought maybe Sophia truly loved their son. But Samuel still didn't know that one day, this girl would be arrested for their son's murder. In 2008, Sam and Sophia got married in a Christian ceremony. A year later, Sophia gave birth to a son. At the time, Sophia was working at a firm in Bengaluru, and Sam was employed at Lulu Exchange in Oman. From the outside, their married life seemed normal and happy. But Sophia was restless. Even after marriage, she couldn't forget Arun. She would cry every day missing him. Unable to bear it anymore, she called Arun and asked him to meet her at a hotel. This restarted their extramarital affair. From then on, they began meeting regularly. Their relationship was going well, but one day, Arun told Sophia that in 2 years, his company would offer him a job in Melbourne. He said, "We won't be able to stay together anymore." Later, Arun married another girl. Sophia accepted the reality that she couldn't be with Arun for long since he would soon move to Melbourne. But one day, Sophia's sister Sonia told her she had gotten a nursing job in Melbourne. Hearing this, Sophia's eyes lit up with joy. She saw a new hope of meeting Arun. With Sonia's help, Sophia found a job in Melbourne and moved there in 2012, before Arun. Then, she called Arun and said, "I'm waiting for you in Melbourne." Sophia assumed her husband Sam wouldn't leave his family to come so far. But she didn't realize that not everyone was as deceitful as her. Because just 2 months before Arun moved to Melbourne, Sam also arrived there and took a job at UAE Exchange. After that, Sam and Sophia started living together in Melbourne. However, Sam's presence made it difficult for Sophia and Arun to meet. Because of this, Sophia and Arun hatched a terrifying plan. In July 2015, a horrific attack happened on Sam at Lalor train station in Melbourne. A masked man attacked Sam with a sharp weapon. The man had hidden inside Sam's car. When Sam sat in the driver's seat, he was suddenly attacked. The assault left deep wounds on Sam's neck, forehead, and throat. Though Sam bravely fought back and unmasked the attacker, the assailant fled in panic. Later, Sam told the police he had seen the attacker's face but didn't recognize him. However, the police investigation revealed that on the day of the attack, Arun had also taken leave from work. The probe uncovered that Arun and Sophia had planned to kill Sam that day. Sam had already told his father he was scared and felt he wouldn't survive if he returned to Australia, that he would come back to Kerala in a coffin for the last time. On October 11, 2015, after returning from Kerala to Australia, Sophia told Arun she couldn't tolerate Sam for another moment. She felt suffocated with him. She told Arun, "This time, we need a plan where Sam has no chance of surviving." Then, Arun went to great lengths and, with the help of his contacts, procured some cyanide. On the night of October 13th, Arun and Sophia made another plan. They decided that night would be Sam's last. Arun then drove to Sophia's house. Meanwhile, Sam returned home from work. Sophia made avocado milk for him and mixed a sleeping pill into it so Sam would fall into a deep sleep. The result was exactly as planned. After drinking the milk, Sam fell into a deep slumber. Shortly after, Arun arrived at Sam's house. Sophia took him to the room where Sam was lying unconscious. Arun took out the cyanide from his bag, and Sophia brought the orange juice she had prepared earlier. At that time, Sophia was very happy because Sam was the biggest obstacle in her life, and she imagined starting a new life after his death. But when Arun tried to pour the cyanide-laced juice into Sam's mouth, Sophia stopped him. She said, "Sam might spit it out, so give it to him slowly." Then, Arun used a spoon to slowly pour the poison juice into Sam's mouth. Though Sam had already died, Arun and Sophia kept pouring the juice. This was why the forensic team later said they had never seen so much cyanide in the liver of a poisoning victim. Sam's liver had 28 milligrams of cyanide, where just 1 milligram is enough to kill a person. After killing Sam, Arun and Sophia erased all evidence. Then, they engaged in a physical relationship before Arun returned home. Sophia slept in the same bed as Sam's body and their son. In the morning, she woke up and began acting out grief, crying and calling everyone to say Sam had died of a heart attack. However, when Dr. Work from the Victorian Institute of Forensic Medicine conducted Sam's autopsy, he found an enormous amount of cyanide in Sam's blood and organs. He immediately informed the police that Sam had been murdered. Hearing about Sam's murder, the police first suspected Arun because he had also been the prime suspect in the attack on Sam 3 months earlier. From day one, the police knew Sam had been murdered, but to dig deeper, they kept this information hidden, even from Sam's parents and wife Sophia. Then, the police deliberately sent a message to Arun and Sophia that the autopsy confirmed Sam had died of a heart attack. Hearing this, Arun and Sophia happily started spending time together, going out openly. The police had suspected Arun from the beginning, so they examined his computer and hard drive. What they found completely changed the case. Arun's computer was filled with explicit photos and videos of him and Sophia. Next, the police began surveilling Sophia. The investigation revealed that from January 2014 to July 2015, Sophia had sent money to India 3 times via Western Union, but the account wasn't hers. It was linked to Arun's address. This was the joint account Arun and Sophia had opened together. Additionally, the police learned that Arun had bought a second-hand car registered under Sam's name. Many of Sam's other valuables were also recovered from Arun. Then, the police accessed Arun's Facebook Messenger, where chats between Sophia and Arun revealed they had been planning Sam's murder for the past 6 months. To strengthen the evidence and ensure harsh punishment, the Australian police used another strategy. An undercover officer befriended Arun and established contact with him. This officer then monitored Arun and Sophia's chats and calls. However, they always spoke in Malayalam, making things more complicated. After transcribing and translating their phone calls, the police discovered that the mastermind behind Sam's murder wasn't Arun, it was Sophia. The police analyzed over 6,000 phone calls between them and later recovered Sophia's diary. In it, she regularly wrote about her feelings for Arun. In one entry, she wrote, "I don't know why some people affect us so much. I want to hold you tight and make you happy." On February 16th, she wrote, "Hold me tight. Love me and be naughty with me. I am only yours." In a March 8th entry, Sophia wrote, "Why am I so stone-hearted? Why am I so cruel? Why am I so cunning? Your love is making me bad." Her entire diary was filled with such explicit content. With all this evidence, the police arrested Sophia. Then, they presented Arun's computer hard drive, transcripts of 6,000 phone calls, details of their joint account, and Sophia's diary in court. Based on this, the court sentenced Sophia to 22 years in prison, with no parole for the first 18 years. Sophia appealed for a reduced sentence, citing that her son had no one to care for him, but the court rejected her plea. Her lover Arun was sentenced to 27 years because he was the one who had procured the cyanide. Arun claimed in court that he was mentally unstable and should get a lighter sentence, but the court dismissed his appeal. In 2019, Arun appealed again in the Supreme Court of Victoria, and this time, his sentence was reduced by 3 years to 24 years, meaning he could be paroled after 20 years. After this case became public, a phrase became popular in Australia, "kiss of death," referring to the kiss Sophia had planted on Sam's dead body. Sophia had acted so convincingly innocent that no one suspected her. She called Sam's parents every Sunday, so even they never doubted her. Sam's father Samuel still cries remembering the day he took Sam to church for singing. He says, If Sam hadn't gone to church that day, he would never have met Sophia, and she wouldn't have entered our lives. The court granted custody of Sam's son to Sophia's sister Sonia. The boy still lives with Sophia's family. Samuel and his wife Leolama are still fighting for custody of their grandson, waiting to bring him close. Though they talk to him every Sunday, Sophia's family members are always around, so they can't speak freely. They fear that if Sophia is released from prison, she might even kill their grandson. Samuel has repeatedly appealed to the Indian government for custody of his grandson. He even wrote to the Ministry of External Affairs, requesting that his grandson's custody be brought under Indian law. Samuel hasn't given up. He continues fighting to bring his grandson home and ensure his safety. Friends, what are your thoughts on this true story? Let us know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. Thank you.